Bluehost and best WordPress hosting are basically synonymous. No wonder it's been recommended by WordPress creators themselves forever. Today, I'm here with a Bluehost WordPress tutorial to show you how easily you can create a new modern WordPress website using Elementor while hosting it with Bluehost. Let's go. Before starting the setup, you'll need to pick a Bluehost WordPress hosting plan. Just keep in mind that, like most providers, renewal rates do jump up later on, so make sure the price will fit your budget long term. With that said, let me help you choose the right plan for your needs. If you want the best balance between performance and value, just go with the business plan. There are some serious benefits, like 5 times more NVMe storage, and it costs barely more than the starter plan. But if you're just starting out and want to keep costs low, the starter plan is totally fine. Most other providers don't even offer NVMe storage, and here you get it with the entry-level plan. I'll be using this plan for this Bluehost WordPress tutorial, but whichever you choose, you can grab it at the lowest possible price using my Bluehost discount by simply scanning this QR code or clicking the link in the description. It includes everything you need to get a WordPress site up and running, and do it rather easily. By the way, every Bluehost plan comes with a free domain for the first year. After choosing your plan and registering, you'll be prompted to claim your free domain name. Bluehost will let you either create a new domain or use one you already own. If you choose to register a new one, simply type in the name you want and select an available domain extension, such as .com or .net. Bluehost will automatically check availability and confirm whether the domain can be registered. And yeah, the first year is a freebie, but I still suggest taking the renewal price into consideration since you'll have to pay for it after the free period ends. Another thing to keep in mind is that free domains are locked in after registration. You can't change the domain later without purchasing a new one. So take a moment to be sure the name you choose truly fits your brand or long-term goals. Bluehost will ask for your personal and contact information too. Make sure to use your real details since incorrect information can lead to verification problems, delays with your domain setup, or even ownership disputes. So just enter accurate info to avoid issues later. By the way, if you already own a domain from another provider, you don't have to register a new one. You can enter the existing domain name during setup or skip this step entirely and connect your domain later from your dashboard. Once you fill in your details and complete the purchase, you're ready to move on to Bluehost WordPress installation. Honestly, the Bluehost dashboard is pretty easy to navigate. I love the updates it recently got. It makes everything simple, even though I was used to the old dashboard. But hey, if you don't like it, or if you still think nothing beats the good old cPanel, you can switch to it. Alright, now let me show you how to set up WordPress in Bluehost, or in other words, how to install WordPress. Just click on WordPress in the dashboard and start the quick installation. The one-click install handles everything automatically. Yep, that's it. Alright, next we need a website. For this WordPress Bluehost tutorial, I'll be using the Elementor builder. That's because it's so damn popular. It's used by over 12% of websites globally. So I bet my bacon, many of you will want to use it too. And I can see why. It's a very easy to use drag and drop editor, yet still very powerful. If you decide you want a simpler solution, you can use the Bluehost AI website builder. You'll have to start with it anyway. The good news is that it's super simple. Just answer what it asks and you'll have your demo site ready in about a minute. But I suggest giving Elementor a try. If you don't like it, you can drop it anytime and switch to AI. To get started with Elementor, go to the plugins section in the dashboard and select Add New. If it doesn't appear among the most popular plugins, type in Elementor in the search bar. That's the one. Then simply install it and activate it in the Plugins tab. Next, head over to Pages and create a new page. Give it a title, then click Edit with Elementor to open the visual editor. Elementor uses a live drag and drop interface. On the left side of the screen, you'll find widgets such as headings, text boxes, images, and buttons. You can drag these elements directly onto the page and place them inside sections and columns to build your layout. The start might feel slightly intimidating if it's your first time, but trust me, just drag a few elements, adjust some settings, and you've already got a solid start. Fair warning, it can get kind of addictive. For a nice smooth start, you can include your logo by uploading your logo file. Now, to edit basic branding options like fonts, colors, and spacing, go into each element's setting. You can continue building out the page by adding text, images, and buttons, or by creating additional sections for different types of content, or just do both. Elementor also allows you to create more pages, such as an About or Contact page, which you can design using the same editor and later link together through menus or buttons. Editing existing content is super easy too. Clicking on any element brings up its customization options, allowing you to change text, swap images, adjust alignment, or spacing. You can literally edit everything without touching code. Elementor also includes advanced options like animations, background images, and reusable elements. Before publishing, always, and I mean always, check how your site looks on different devices. You don't want to lose your entire mobile audience. Trust me on this. Elementor's responsive mode lets you switch between desktop, tablet, and mobile views, where you can adjust font sizes, spacing, or hide certain elements to make sure everything displays as it should on smaller screens too. Once your site is set up, review everything. Scroll through the page, pay attention to layout consistency, and test buttons and links. When you're satisfied, click Publish to make the page live. You can return at any time to edit or update your content using Elementor. This was just a quick rundown on how to use Elementor, so if you want a full WordPress tutorial focused entirely on Elementor, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're at it. Cheers. There are more plugins you should consider besides Elementor though. WordPress relies heavily on plugins for functionality, so let's look at a few that are likely to be useful for your website. That said, don't overdo it, since too many can slow things down. Luckily, Bluehost already handles built-in caching for you, which means you can skip installing a separate caching plugin at the beginning and keep your setup lean. Security, however, isn't something you want to ignore. Even though Bluehost is a secure provider, an extra tool like Jetpack or WordFence doesn't hurt. It adds another layer of protection and peace of mind without overwhelming beginners. Just pick one. Installing two plugins for the same purpose is no bueno and might break your site. For backups, Updraft Plus is a solid choice. It gives you more hands-on control beyond Bluehost's built-in backup system. And to keep your comment section from turning into a spam magnet, Akismet does a great job quietly in the background. If tracking performance matters to you, Google Sitekit makes it incredibly easy to connect to Google Analytics and Search Console. It's just a few clicks and your site analytics are ready. And when it comes to search engine optimization, Yoast SEO is one of the most beginner-friendly tools out there, offering clear checklists that help you optimize pages without feeling lost. Most plugins walk you through a short setup process, and if anything feels confusing, the plugin page or a quick tutorial video usually clears things up fast. It's also smart to check ratings and reviews before installing anything, since you don't want outdated or poorly maintained plugins to break your site. And of course, avoid unofficial download sources, since those can sometimes hide malware. Alright, with the domain claimed, Bluehost WordPress installed, website built, and plugins enabled, your site should be more than ready to go. It's time to wrap up this Bluehost WordPress tutorial for beginners. There's a lot more you can do with WordPress on Bluehost. It's a powerful platform with almost endless possibilities, so there's no way to cover absolutely everything in one video. If you run into questions or get stuck along the way, drop a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now it's your turn to take action. Go ahead and host your website on Bluehost. Just don't forget to grab the best hosting for WordPress with the discount linked in the description to save yourself some cash. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.